What's up, guys? Today we're back for another video, and we're gonna be reacting to Caves and Cliffs update Minecraft Live first look. Yeah, and I'm becoming a Minecraft YouTuber, so you know. So you guys are like, you already did a Minecraft update review. Well, if you actually watched it, you would know yeah. I didn't even know what to do with Minecraft, so why not have a Minecraft explain to itself? And we're just gonna be watching this video. Minecraft explain to theirself. Let's start. Yep. Okay.
Hi, Agnes and Brandon.
Hi.
Hello.
Let's do this.
So, okay, the next update is the update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
It must feel amazing to be able to tell everyone that.
Seriously, I'm so excited about this. I mean, even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it, but it's also got the cliffs as well. It's got the mountains. This is such a big update, and I'm so excited.
How are you feeling, Agnes?
Great.
Why is the timing of a video so bad compared to sound? I have no idea, but
Good. So we have been working on this update for quite long, and we're like, we can't wait to tell everyone, and now we just announced it, and it feels
We're actually getting our first live look at some reactions.
Oh.
Okay, that's very cute.
So cute.
Those mobs are very.
I do like the videos actually a showcase. Oh, okay.
Excited. This year we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
Mi pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
Why has it taken so long? Like Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So since this update really is the update, we have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. We don't want to rush it. But now we feel it's the right time. We have spent the time we need to really understand the vision we have for the update, and also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants. And we've also planned around it to make sure that we really can work together with the community to make this as epic update as possible. And we have also hired some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding for 10 years. One of the first mods I worked on was the Aether, which is
I don't know when they're gonna actually start the actual, explaining. And plus, my Wi-Fi is so bad. Do you see how their mouth is the sounding is so bad compared to the video?
Mention that it's Sky Islands and stuff, and yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
I'm so happy to have you.
We have another creator question.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Such a great question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really also looked into to make sure that we have something for everyone, because we have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want this update to have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to map all the features in the update to different player styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such a big thought process on how you decide what even goes into an
Yes.
update this big.
Yeah, we have spent quite a lot of time on just making sure that we have a very good
Okay. I feel like the Minecraft room is actually. Real life room is actually like Minecraft, but I'm to getting into the thing. That's not what I'm here
Line of
for.
caves.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrast and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have
Oh,
done
I see these caves. Okay, well now we're in a lush caves. What is that? Okay, no, actually, like the caves are absolutely huge in that game. Like it's huge.
to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes, and one of them is the lush caves.
I seen that tree. By the way, I have been playing Minecraft, and yeah, I did heard this, but they say there's these things underground, and I couldn't find them. Maybe they scammed us. I don't know. Like I know there's a part 2 caves and cliffs updates. Maybe that's in the part 2. I don't know. Don't know. Let's hear them.
It's so beautiful. It doesn't feel cave-like.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, they're pretty much the same. There's not much variation in terms of vegetation or different features inside of it. So for this, we wanted something which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the inspiration behind it?
So we were thinking about, okay, so how should it feel when you are in a lush cave? And we wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up, it's actually like vegetation above you, it's vegetation around you. And one source of inspiration we had is actually a Swedish painter called John Bauer, because in his paintings it's always, or often at least, like a tiny character, and then it's like huge forest, and you see like the bottom of the trees because the vegetation is like so big compared to the character.
And you're adding so many new plants in the lush caves.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new tree that was actually above on the overworld, and this is called an azalea tree.
Yeah, I saw
So it's
that.
a unique type of tree that it'll be
Well,
easy to
off
spot
camera.
for players. And if you actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining, where there are certain landmarks which will allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
Cool. And another one of the new blocks is a block called Spore Blossom. And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big pink flower that you find in the roof of the lush cave. And it will drip particles from that flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's so awesome. And the lush caves have a real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes. So there are vines in the lush caves, and they have glow berries on them, and these are actually a light source. You can also pick them and eat them if you want to.
Nice.
Yes. And another plant we actually have is the drip leaf plant. And you can actually see that they can kind of grow from like water or anywhere else.
Yeah, they
And
can
grow
drop
quite tall,
down.
but they have like a little plant on the top that you can actually hop onto. So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the leaf will actually tilt down when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block that allows you to just, continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, content creators making maps.
Yeah, you can build like your own platforming levels, and then they will repair themselves. That's kind of neat.
It's so beautiful in there, and there's actually a mob coming to the Lush Caves.
Yes, there is, but we will actually not tell you about this
No mob,
mob
is it?
now, because in the end of the show we will show even more features.
Hope I
from
actually
the
didn't
Caves
miss
Exist
anything in
updates,
that video.
and then we're gonna show that mob.
There's
This is
so
the
much.
first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two, at the beginning and towards the end of the show. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
so as you can see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves, and the shapes and the sizes.
Wait, why do our ores are
And
a
even
lot
here,
different?
You can see that there's some
They have a
water underground.
different texture.
Yes. So we actually added something we call local
there's
water
diamonds.
levels. So in one cave
Even
you
diamonds.
might find like a cave lake, and another cave might not have that one. And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse
You-
the underground. You can actually
The caves are so large. You can even have a fly in there.
go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that our player here will actually use a boat to raft.
Oh my
And that's
god.
just such an exciting opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a
Yeah,
very
this is
different
wh-
way than you used to.
Yeah.
This is why I want to start the survival already.
We were playtesting, and then one of the devs like, look at this, it's so fun, and all of us just started to go with the boat on the waterfall. It was a lot of fun.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now, will that only be for the normal caves, or will this run across all of the new cave biomes?
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but still.
Oh yeah, I forgot already. I forgot. I said I hope I didn't miss anything, but I did miss the tree thing. I mean, I found it off camera, and I dig straight down, and I found nothing. Maybe it has a chance. I don't know. They said there. I don't know. They said there's gonna be it there.
Same biome. So we're really gonna have lots of variation on the ground now.
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables for how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes,
Okay,
so
biome.
we have the Dripstone Caves biome. And
Oh,
whenever
yeah,
I think
I've
about the
seen that.
idea of a cave
Why is there
update,
so many of
the
them?
image of stalagmites and stalactites comes into my head. But adding these are
I've
pretty
seen them off
difficult.
camera.
You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to. But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this. So you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this
Look.
zombie here, if you fall
Rip that
on
zombie.
these dripstones, you will get hurt.
Or zombie.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that like from the stalactites you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
Okay.
How do you remember which
As
is
water dripping
stalactites
down.
and stalagmites?
No, wait, let me go back.
The stalactite.
It has dripstone, water dripping down. Yeah, I would say this is one of my favorite blocks. I don't know if they're blocks or not, but yeah. Yeah, but if they are blocks, then it's my favorite then. Like, I do like them. Or drips. Okay.
It will fill up with water, so it's renewable water.
And how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, yeah, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the wrong one. So stalactite is in the roof and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've been practicing that, all of us.
For a long time, like even.
And you have something really amazing in this update for the sort of redstone engineers out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep
Redstone
dark,
block.
a new biome at the deepest depths
It's
of
a
the
new
world.
redstone. I
We're not
might
going
have
to
missed
talk
that
about this
one.
biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the
What?
video,
A new
we
mob?
can actually see
What
that
the
there
hell?
is
What the
basically this
hell? What
growth,
the
and
hell?
this is called the skulk
There's no
blocks.
such
And
blocks
one of
like
the
that.
blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new
I mean, I
redstone
did see
block.
that one.
As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal.
Oh, do you meant to
So this is
detect
going
the
to be very
sound?
interesting for redstone players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now. And as you can see here, I walked next to the skulk sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an infinite loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the skulk sensor and going over and over again. But here, I've actually put a wool block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the skulk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of directional skulk sensors where you can...
Oh my god. Oh my god, the tripwires are so useless now. Oh god. Forget about pressure plates. Forget about the wire. You got the Wi-Fi signal, which can turn on itself.
On each side,
Wireless
and only allow it to detect
redstone.
vibrations in front of it. And vibrations can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be an arrow, it could be footsteps, it could be blocks, anything.
So cool.
Yeah.
And another thing, we had a bit of an happy accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the skulk sensor.
Yes.
So, and we didn't even plan to add it.
Oh my god.
But then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And well, you can just build so many cool things with that. It's gonna be exciting to see what the community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make sure that we get it right. And, you know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now, we said there's another mob coming later, but I think it's time for a new mob coming
what section is this?
the Caves and Cliffs update.
It
Yeah,
is.
okay.
And this is a very scary mob. And it
A
lives
scary
in,
mob?
the deepest of the underground, in the deep dark. And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment.
I maybe it's in part 2, maybe, but I never heard of the warden. I just see. Don't say like, oh, you already knew this update. No, look at the, left bottom. Come on.
So it can't see anything. So it's the first blind
And I
mob
didn't see
in Minecraft.
any scary
And
mob.
that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the skulk sensor block. So if you aren't like very careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And like, we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to that. I mean, caves can be scary, they're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that
Alright.
you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
Well, oh, there's a new. Yeah, I've already seen that block. And we already have that, you know that. But we don't have this biome yet. What the what? What was that? What was the darkness flash? Oh, if you now crouching is such a useful item now. Yep, there is candles. Oh my god, that thing, that would be so scary. Stop doing that. So there's a room. Oh, what? No, what was that? Look at that. What is that thing? What the hell is that thing? Look at that mouth. There's no teeth. And look what it kind of looks like Blue Shrek. Like, look at his ears. I don't know what's ears. Maybe that's horns. I don't know. But this is kind of like an Iron Golem and Shrek combined. Wait, Shrek is already Shrek. Shrek is like an Iron Golem. I don't know. But look at these tiny legs compared to his arms. Where's his eyes? Like look at that block compared to him. Like his head is the size of that block. Whenever he said it, Minecraft game is not gonna is gonna be scary. It is scary. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know, but let's get into it. So distracted by snowballs. Look at this. There. Let's see. I can put. Yeah, I paused it in time. Look at his chest. There's something in there. I have no idea what is that. Oh god, he's about to Naruto run. Oh god, he's running at you. Neverite sword. Jesus. That damage. That he just slapped. So first one slap he did that much damage. In what armor? Like in what armor? I don't know what armor, but I'm gonna presume it's Neverite. There's no way it's Neverite what he's wearing. Like, imagine wearing no armor. You're just gonna get straight up raped. Good luck for your ass are gonna get ripped all the way to your kilominos. Slain by a warden.
What did we just see?
It's a very different mob. I'm really excited for this because not only is it trying to be scary, it's, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging to design a mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video,
yeah, it would be very challenging to fight it.
I was wearing full netherite armor, so it's very powerful. You definitely want to watch
Wait, what was
yeah, mob like this. Another thing that's really important to note is in that video, I was wearing full netherite
Oh,
armor,
come
so
on.
it's very powerful.
No way we
You
were
definitely
wearing
want to
full
watch out.
netherite armor.
Yeah.
Which I think also is such an interesting gameplay, because like if you want to, you
A warden is that strong? Oh god. I'm barely new to Minecraft, and you have and then next year you're gonna have that, like, a warden. Nah. Yeah.
can avoid it,
Why is
but
the
then
warden
you need to really be careful,
thing
like
so
sneak
long?
all the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like still scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night experience with the warden.
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to players, but, 10 years later.
But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we hope to give that experience again.
But you really balance sort of the look of it. It's like it's almost cute, but also really, really terrifying. How did you
Almost cute. Okay. Yeah. All right. Almost. Yeah, okay.
decide?
We actually worked a lot on like how does scariness look in Minecraft, because we
See?
want it to be
See, different. Cute. Terrified. Oh. I do like it. His hand is side's not punny. Cute and terrifying. Different hairstyles. Oh, there's different hairstyles they can have. It's kind of cool. Wait a minute. Look at this. Look at that giant warden chest. Like the Steve behind that diamond. Like the warden looking over him. The big scale bigger than the player. So it feels scary. Do you see that? It looks like souls. Like it looks like screaming souls. So the haircut, they can have 2 spikes. And have, grass hair, blue grass hair, whatever that is, and ears, hair. That's how I can describe it. Other design and ideas. It's fun to Bratton. Okay, anyways. Ideas. Friends with bunnies.
very scary, and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some derpiness to it. So it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth. And some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
We know you've waited a long time for this update, and if you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome, it's time for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the Caves and the Cliffs update. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hey,
How does it feel?
it's so amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
We have some more tweets.
we have more tweets.
Yes.
Wireless redstone.
Oh yeah,
of course.
yes. There will be so many cool things you can build with that, and the warden. It's amazing to see all the excitement.
So cool.
Nir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year, but honestly, I'm not completely sure how that happened, and not just joining Mojang. I'm not really sure how I'm here in Minecraft Live, because like just last year I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft. And today it's not only that I get to share that, it's I got to work on some of those things. So it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now, and more recently, I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace, which is an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace.
Should I just
it
be
takes
quiet
kids from areas of
till
conflict all
we
around the
on
world
another
and
one?
sits them down to play Minecraft. And sometimes it's kids that don't.
Oh, maybe I should skip.
We're like, we've never heard that, and it's so cool.
It's so beautiful.
amazing.
Absolutely
Warden.
beautiful. So in this
Warden.
update, you've been really
what?
looking at like
Crystal
filling out
amethyst.
the caves even more.
Geels.
Yes,
Alright.
so there are even more things to show. And in the things we showed so far, it's a lot about like improving the journey underground. But of course, we also want
So next one is, yeah, we just already read that, but I already saw that, and it's, yeah, I think I already know
like, new
everything
things
about
to
this.
find, like new resources. And one of them are crystals.
I seen that white block. Yeah, if you walk in it, look, yeah, that sound comes right in your eardrums.
They're so beautiful.
Yes, that the moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing, that's so,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode,
Yes.
it's like mystical. Yeah, they're so pretty. And we were thinking a lot about like what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft. And one thing is like they should have a use, and we will talk more about one of the usages soon. But the other thing is a lot about just adding a lot to the experience of exploring. And we want them to be quite rare. So when you find them, it's really gonna be like magical, because they're just beautiful. And you know, when you walk on the crystals, you hear these sounds.
Yeah, it's just, we talked before about the pillar of underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just
Oh yeah, don't
the
forget,
perfect feature
you
for
place the
that sort
block,
of-
it also makes that sound.
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways
on,
of
what
transferring
block?
those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
As an explorer myself, I'm very excited about
Yes.
finding all of these. And you mentioned a usefulness to them.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
A telescope? Oh, you can zoom in, I already saw that. You can see a villager, you can see a chicken inside of it, you can see a ravager.
That is amazing.
It is. It's such a useful item. Super cool. And
A useful item. Imagine being a PC player and you're like, a useful item, you can just zoom. I mean, it's only perfect for mobile players. And don't forget console players.
the cool thing is that, so yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them, but you also need something more.
Actually.
And that's
No, actually, what happens if you zoom and telescope at the same time? Super zoom. Okay.
a new thing that we added.
Okay, this one is copper, and I already saw that. Okay, they didn't look like that. They look very more beautiful. Okay, they weren't bright like that.
It's copper.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's new ore. And in you saw the copper ore in the video, and a very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper. And then you see some stone. And it's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine. And then you find another copper ore. And you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft. And
Veins.
they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting because it's kind of like following a trace when you mine, and they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you've personally wanted copper in the game since you start, maybe before you started?
Yeah, you mentioned it once or twice.
Well, maybe a few times. But yes, so I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and
yes.
they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here, and we've actually added that mechanic to Minecraft as well. So if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green, and it's something I think it's so cool because it's actually
Oh yeah. Oh my God. I remember. No, I don't remember anything. No way. That's the copper what turns into green. Okay. All right.
adds history to Minecraft. Because, for example,
That's how the
if you
green
have
copper
a really old
exists.
Minecraft world, then you can see on like a house and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
There's a time lapse. Oh, they're not like that dirty. Like couldn't be. Oh, actually, they have different stages. They're more like a blue and green combined together.
And
They look
copper
like
will
more
only
like
be
that.
used for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
Yeah. So Jens talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft, and one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused it or it has a way to sort of avoid it. And one of those exceptions, for example, is lightning striking. Now, some people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me,
Right.
it's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually has a roof.
Okay,
fully
come on.
built of
What are you thinking? Okay.
Not a good
Lightning
example,
rod.
but,
Oh yeah.
fires.
Yeah, it tracks lightning
Yeah,
actually.
So to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
Yes, you see, it's storming. Yeah, their copper house. Yeah, okay. We get a clip of that. Good enough. But it tracks lightning.
That is very useful for all the wool roofs.
Like you basically
out
have
there.
a control of lightning
Yeah, I think
to
this is a
track
problem
lightning.
that happened to a lot of our players. Even personally, I had this peaceful game that I played with my partner, and it wasn't peaceful. And we went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our house was gone. And I was quite confused because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about Minecraft, and there are no creepers, there are no Endermen. So what happened? We figured that probably a lightning strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna place like lightning rods everywhere on my wood roof.
Good.
Will be perfect.
Good.
Now, you've introduced a lot of things already, and players already have a lot of trouble with their inventory and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So as you know,
Oh.
we keep adding new blocks and new
Okay.
items all the
I
time.
think this may
and
be
that
something
do
I
create a bit
missed.
of an inventory problem, and we're aware of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because we want to have like a good gameplay solution. We want it to be balanced, and we actually have an item in this update that will be really helpful, and it's the bundles.
Bundles. You can put that much okay. You can put blocks in there. But how do you want to get it out in the order? Like, we have something that's called a shortcut box, and you can fit some items in there.
Bundles.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory problem, and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like, this lot just has 2 flowers. This lot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really gonna help with that problem.
Yes. So the thing with the bundle is that you can place many different kinds of items in one bundle. So many different kinds of items in one inventory slot. So for example, I can take these 2 flowers and 1 seed and put them in one bundle. It's great.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
Oh yes, I'm so excited about seeing what players do them in like shopping district, right? You can have the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think it's really gonna be cool.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper, and then you can give it to your friend.
That's so cool.
Looks like a
We
gift
talked so much
wrapper.
today on the like really
No.
game design side, but how do you work on the
For me,
art
it just
side?
looks like a
We
bag.
actually have a very close collaboration with the art team, and it's great.
So my job is basically to get an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching it. So once my sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D artist that it's gonna model it and animate it to make it alive.
My job is to bring sketches to life and make them move in 3D space. To work with a game that has such a special look, it's amazing. It's a challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating.
Okay, we're not
but
here
it's
for
very
here for
rewarding.
that
I love it.
update.
I make the pixel art of the block, and usually when I create a block texture for a new rock type, it's going to be a lot. Like, I'm going to make 50 iterations of one block because I want to make it right. Every block is like a building block for people's imagination, right? So I try to like pour a lot of love in each block to make sure that people can create what they want.
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art
There
is
were
special
an app.
because it has such a unique look and it's
Art
very
team.
restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries.
That the
Actually, I'm gonna skip this
Those
one.
sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology
The
system.
choreology system.
In this system, you're basically gonna find these excavation sites all throughout your world.
Yeah, I think I missed this one.
You can make this new tool called the brush that is gonna help you uncover the
Brush.
mysteries of all these dig
Brush.
sites.
Brush.
You come to one of these ancient
Okay, I think
structures,
I
and you
definitely
can
missed
sort
that
of
one.
use the brush to clear away some of the rubble
But you
that
can
may have
wait, what?
collapsed
You can
in
do
those
that.
structures.
You can make us
And
a dirt
sometimes
slab.
You might even find something shiny inside them. But, and this is important, if you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that
Do you
artifact
have a
is
diamond?
gone,
Oh,
that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we got
There's
a
a
ceramic
thing.
shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story sides of the archaeology. Because we often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft. And when you find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections and hints. And we will never tell the full story, but these will
Oh, there's the
inspire
emerald
the
block.
players
Get
to tell
it?
their own stories about their own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly. I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an exhibition that someone built
Alright.
for this, where he can compare all
Got
the
that,
different
got that,
clues
got
he
that.
finds, right, and try to preserve whatever was down here, and he can
So these
compare
things,
what we
when
found
they do
with
exist in
whatever
real life.
new thing, and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots because you can put the shards in any way you want.
Exactly.
You can
And
put
when
fire under
you're
it.
pleased with your creation, you can fire them up and you have your own painted clay pot.
Pretty. So, Nir, is this programmer art still?
Yeah, the art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it did
Okay,
say
the art
programmer
is still
isn't
work in
pretty.
progress.
Yeah, you know, the
And
problem
the
is the
wording
artists
is
are
still
way too
okay,
good.
it's
Like,
good.
just make us look bad.
Alright, fair enough.
Archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
I'm so excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to do a lot of awesome conversations with actual archaeologists from all around the world, and it's been, honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
Yeah, it's honestly really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with me. So we're gonna do a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists, and actually we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing. Well, it feels very sad, but we're almost out of time. But we've been hinting at
Okay, which one are we
a
on?
new mob, like
Still
over the
on the
course of the
same thing.
show, like 3 or 4 times.
Axolotls. Okay, let's see them. Let's see them axolotls. Sometimes you can find them in the oceans.
I feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like,
It's
Cute.
so adorable. The axolotls.
how did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really wanted to have like its own unique character. We wanted to have purpose. And it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes,
Yes, this
it's
right
perfect.
now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that the axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered
Axolotls
animals to Minecraft.
Axolotls
to
are
create awareness
endangered in
around
real
it.
life.
So that's also a good thing.
thought it was
Like
kind
the
of a lot of them
bees.
in real
Yes,
life.
like with the bees last year, for example. But yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
Wait, what?
Didn't think it could get
Look,
cuter,
I know.
but
Wait, you have a
That
different.
is so
There's
cute, I
yellow
don't
and
know that,
pink.
but it's so cute.
Oh, yeah, I
when
already
you're
reviewed
you're
that.
walking around in the lush
Forgot
caves
about
and
that.
you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium
Yeah,
for them in your base, or maybe you bring
I
them to
know.
your ocean adventure.
So you can pick up an axolotls. They follow you. That's a garden. That's a temple. Oh yeah, they attack the things.
And now
Bro,
I see why-
temples used to be so hard to get into and to defeat the boss. Like, I think it's one of the hardest boss levels ever. And since axolotls exist, you can have an army of them, and then your axolotls will be
You're
destroying
calling
them.
them the cutest predator you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various. Well, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians. And they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead. And when
They
they're
play
playing
dead.
dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back help and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperative with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
That is so cool. But okay, so you added these two mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot
Axolotl
about
and warden.
contrast, which is great because it creates like a
Look how
dramatic
cute
player
the
experience,
axolotl
which is so
compared to
good.
the warden.
So
The
we're
monster of a
updating
warden.
the highest highs of Minecraft with the mountains. We're updating like the deepest of the caves. We had this terrifying warden, the cutest axolotl, and also in the caves, like the lush caves are very light and welcoming, and then the deep dark is super scary and challenging.
I guess we can't forget our little goat in there. It's
Oh.
kind of the in between.
Yeah, we shouldn't forget the goat. I guess it's
Goat.
in between. It is still very cute, but in between. No one can be as cute as axolotl.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they didn't review the goat.
Secrets.
We're
We
watching
all
Secrets
have them. Like how
of
I
Minecraft.
secretly only agreed to host this show if they agreed to change the name of the game. Welcome to the Secrets of Marilla Craft. That's it. That's the name of the game now. That's done. That's canon. Hello again. I'm Marilla. I'm the worst thing Mojang Studios has ever made. Wait, when are we recording this? I'm currently the worst thing Mojang Studios has ever made.
And I'm narrator. I was recently voted
Okay, I don't know
man
what
most
this-
resembles.
Actually, I picked the short one instead of a full one. So we will find something what we didn't see in that video. Minecraft Live. Why do you have a planet Earth?
Hello,
Okay, no.
Minecrafters of the world.
Okay,
I'm
is
Boo
this
Booey,
something
and I'm here
what I
once
didn't see in
again
the video?
to help all of
We're
you
gonna
at
check
home
that.
to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first
the
Minecraft
voting
novel,
has been
with some
always-
exciting news.
Hey,
the voting has
Minecraft
been
community.
done anyways.
It's Max Brooks, author of Minecraft The Island. Paddles to a strange, snow-covered world and discovers another castaway. And together, the two of them have to find their way home. Minecraft The Mountain, coming out in 2021, available for pre-order right now. And as always, thank you for embracing all Minecraft books.
That sounds awesome! Another Minecraft novel, and this one's called The Mountain. Speaking of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition, but the mountains won after 2 intense rounds of voting. Well, I have a sneak peek into
I won't
what
get that
your
vote,
vote is
actually.
bringing to Minecraft on the Cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update.
That was too late. There's a goat. I
Goats.
saw that.
They're both mischievous and adorable at the same time. As you can see, they live on the mountains. And if you aren't careful, they might knock
jump
you
really
off.
high. I saw them
They
like
also
flying
have
up
excellent
in the
jumping
sky.
skills. We'll also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more dramatic mountains.
Oh my god,
with
I've been
height-dependent
off camera
generation.
and the mountains
That means
were
things like tree lines and mountaintops
huge.
that will be
Like,
more
look at that
challenging
one.
with lots of snow and ice.
I think
and
I
speaking
found
of snow,
larger mountains.
yes,
like,
it will
I
be
always find
snowier.
mountains.
We will also also
or
have a new block
like
called
on
Powder
top
Snow,
of a cloud.
which will be a kind of
Not
trap
on top of
block.
clouds,
It looks
but
similar to
on top,
snow,
like
but if
all the way
you or a
on the
mob walk
clouds.
on it, you will fall right through. Now let's talk about this year's vote. We have 3 awesome mobs for you to choose from. And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Oh yeah, these were the mobs.
Bees and Mooblooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
These friendly cows live in the flower forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
We are friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The Isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks you with clouds of
They
flying
do
ice.
that.
You did pack the supplies we need to survive the night up
That
here,
was the last mob.
right, Jens? Do you ever
Oh
wish
my God.
Minecraft's oceans were glowing?
For world peace.
A glow
Sure you
squid,
do.
okay.
Well, wish no more. Meet the glow squid.
Be honest, I fought for the villager thing. The ice
You did
villager.
pack the supplies we need to survive the night up
The
here,
ice illager,
right,
I think it's
Jens?
called. I'm gonna call
Do
them
you
ice
ever wish
illager.
Minecraft's oceans
If I
were
get it wrong,
glowier?
Not me.
if
I
you're
always wish
angry
for
about it,
world peace.
well,
Sure you do. Well, wish no
mean,
more.
what?
Meet the glow squid. Wow.
Wow. What was I meant to say again? Vote for Mac.
yeah, I think everyone voted for the
Hello?
glow squid. I don't know why.
Part of what
Like,
is
people
sure you
just
have
have
it. You need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. 2 voting sessions.
Adventure Minecraft. Okay, we're not for here for
with
Minecraft
Bats
Earth.
Creations.
We're for.
Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
Yo, there's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering.
I've owned it for about on it.
Shows.
Please like and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that.
My name is.
Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel. Which
Make sure that
for having me.
here on the stage.
What was that?
Yo, my name.
here's your secret.
Well, Frisbee.
Go to the.
On how we make models.
Make my
To call my.
come out so far.
Yeah.
Can I actually believe
Okay, give me a
that
second.
Minecraft is what helps them
Okay, this
connect
is
and get to know
part
each other.
2.
And
Wait.
And if you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome, it's time for even more awesomeness. Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the Caves and the Cliffs update. Hello, welcome. Hello.
Caves and Cliffs.
How does
update.
it feel?
Part 2 in
so
Games
amazing.
of Peace.
It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
We have some more tweets.
we have more tweets.
Yes.
I think I already saw this one.
And the community
We just see our
decided
mob
on
results.
a new mob
We didn't even get
that
to
will
see a
enter the
cliff
game.
update,
So
but I think they
which one of you
just
gets
explained
to
to
do the
us
honors
already.
today?
Actually, I think they already explained to us.
Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean this year, so I think you should open it, Nir. You should announce the winner. Yes.
Can I look first?
You're gonna know before everyone else?
It's the glow squid!
Yeah, we already saw this one. The glow squid one. And
I guess everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid, not just the tiny ones.
No,
I
wow.
was really not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Yes, like I didn't expect it at all, but it's great. And glow squids will look so cool in the caves. Like,
okay, basically, I think we already knew. Look at enough of Minecraft videos, the updates, and yeah, that's, you know what it is, the end of a video. So good.